Listen carefully to this. These are Iranians shouting death to Mujtaba from the rooftops. It happened just hours after Mojtaba Khamenei was named Iran's new supreme leader. So who is Mojtaba Khamenei? He's the 57-year-old son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the man who ruled Iran for nearly 4 decades before being killed in the opening hours of the US-Israeli war with Iran. And that strike didn't just kill the supreme leader, it reportedly killed several members of the Khamenei family, including Mujtaba's wife Zahra, making this war deeply personal for him. Yet even in the chaos of losing its most powerful figure, the Islamic Republic moved quickly. Mujtaba was chosen by the Assembly of Experts. Now, this is a clerical body responsible for selecting the supreme leader, signaling that the system is not only intact, but that the regime's core institutions are still functioning. Now, here's what's significant about Mujtaba. He's long been one of the most powerful but least visible figures inside Iran. He rarely appears in public, has never held elected office, and has never delivered a major public speech. Instead, he operated largely behind the scenes, inside his father's office, coordinating military and intelligence affairs. He also already carries at least some of the religious credentials expected of a senior cleric, and in a theocracy like Iran, that matters. But Mujtaba's real power doesn't come from the seminary. It comes from the security establishment, because for decades, he built deep ties with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, the force that ultimately protects the regime. So to many Iranians, Mujtaba doesn't represent change, he represents more of the same, and maybe even worse. There's also this. Ayatollah Khamenei reportedly told advisors he did not want his son to succeed him, fearing the role would begin to look hereditary. After all, Iran's 1979 revolution overthrew a monarchy. Yet in the middle of the war, the system has now elevated the son of the previous ruler, something that looks remarkably close to dynastic succession. Now, President Trump has already dismissed Mujtaba as a lightweight, and Israeli and U.S. officials have made clear that Iran's leadership remains a legitimate target in this conflict, which means Mojtaba Khamenei now takes power with an enormous target on his back, and the size of that target may depend on what he says next. In his first statement or speech as supreme leader, does he signal an opening towards de-escalation with Washington, or does he echo the hardline anti-American and anti-Israel rhetoric that defined his father's rule? If it's the latter, then this devastating war, now in its second week, is far likely to continue.